Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. This is Transport Fever, and this is the view from our brand new 8-station. No, it's not 8-station. It's 8-line station. That's the correct term for it. And I'm super happy with the way that it turned out. I'm also super happy with the improvements that we've made to Elstree and Borehamwood, and I'm pretty sure actually that it's still. Yeah, it's still the largest town by a long way. So. Pretty happy with the way that whole thing turned out. This game is being a little bit funny. Unfortunately, I don't really know why it's being a little bit glitchy, but no matter. No matter. Also, I have no idea where all of our passengers went. That's a little bit weird, but hey ho. Fingers crossed we'll be able to get caught up with all of the people that are being moved, that need to be moved around within the city, because there's obviously a lot of people that need to be moved over there, and that's, you know, that's something that needs to be done. The only line that I have issues with now is probably going to be the good old regular, actually, which is, yeah, here. I'm not so sure that this line is ever going to become profitable. At least it's probably not going to become profitable for a little bit of time, because, yeah, we've not exactly got shit tons of passengers waiting. But you know what? That's not an issue. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that as we go. 14 bits of wood waiting over there. There is a slight problem at the other end, though. There is the issue that we are seemingly having over here. Stored. Yeah, we need to start shifting way more planks than we currently are. Like, I'm all for moving planks slowly, but we need to start moving these planks a heck of a lot faster. So this is the Mr. Piggy route, right? Yeah, this is the Mr. Piggy route. Let's look at getting a uniform upgrade. Also, why are we suddenly losing like shit tons of money? Good old regular is losing shit tons of money. I knew it would. I knew it would. It's because all of our passengers refreshed, and I think it's because we got a faster train on that line as well. So that's going to cause some problems. But it's okay. We've got a lot of money that we can borrow should we ever need to. Let's get a Benz thing. Yeah. Sure. Great. Happy days. So we should be able to see some of the upgraded trucks on this line very soon indeed. It's just to make sure that no bad stuff ever gets between us and our, well, main line of profit, I guess. 31 out of 96 is really not good enough. It really isn't. Good old regular should be back up to profit with 76 out of 98 passengers. That's a good showing. That is a good showing indeed. Yeah. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the way that that things are going. We're not making as much money from the Buzz Lightyear route because I think I think it's because our trains are faster mostly. That is seemingly the problem. But everything else seems to be doing a pretty damn good job. How old are you? You must be. Yeah, you're coming up for retirement. Did I change? I think I changed your orders in the last episode. Yeah, so you're gonna auto upgrade to a very decent train, actually. The Vandal, honestly, like, I love the Vandal. I honestly love the Vandal. I think it's fantastic, but I don't even know if it's worth having it around, because boats, I don't know, man. There's just not much chance for boats in this game, is there? Like, there's just not much chance. Let's see how much money we get from this. I mean, this is 93 oil. It's taken about 15 fucking years to get here. So if we don't become substantially profitable, then there's not really much chance that we'll keep this around. How much money? 1.1 million. You know what? That's probably enough to justify keeping it around. I don't know, though. I don't know, though. I mean, if we really wanted to be exploitative, it would be about 20 times easier, literally just to make a depot down here and probably sell the boat and then buy it up here and then dispatch it and then just, you know, do that again and again and again. But because I'm not an exploiting asshole, I'm not really gonna do that. But at the same time, I feel that that would be a way in which we could dramatically improve the performance of that. 84 passengers waiting in Dorchester. We should manage to put everyone on the train. Perfect. This is really, really good. Seems that this brand new train is working out pretty darn well. The Vandal, I'm just gonna let the Vandal just chill out over there. Fuck it, I'm not really that concerned. I'm sort of monitoring this area, and especially Dorchester, because I really want to make sure that we do nothing to stop the flow of goods from this, you know, the forests to here, to the sawmill. 52 out of 96 wood. I mean, that's good. It's not great, but it's far from terrible. I would love to connect some more forests to this station, if at all possible, but I do not think that there is anywhere that is a good idea. I mean, there's no forests around here. I mean, there's lots of forests around here, but none of them are designated forest businesses. It's actually a real shame, because this area, or this side of the map, there's not very many, you know, there's not very many opportunity for goods transportation, which I found a little bit sad. I mean, we did manage to get one line going here from, you know, here to here, and then here to here, and then here to here to here. But that was even a faff to do. I mean, it took up a good chunk of the map to get that, and we only just managed to do it. As in, not time-wise, but in terms of capability. It's quite a long way between the sawmill and the coal source. So, not super stoked at the lack of, you know, goods that we're actually transporting around, but in terms of passengers, like, we're doing great in terms of passengers. I want to do something with Elstree and Borehamwood. I feel that we're not really getting our maximum bang for our buck. Obviously we're not, because we've still got, well, what's this, 7 out of 8 of the tracks that we've got are still free, which is kind of nuts, to be honest. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. I kind of want to reshape it all. At the same time, I also really don't want to, but I'm going to. Now, it sucks that I'm going to have to do more work on this station, but honestly, like, this is like one of my favorite parts. I really, really enjoy this. So, I'm actually just going to get rid of all of this placeholder track. That's all it really was. I mean, it's just a couple of grand of placeholder track, really. It was never meant to be permanent in any nature. And let's take this opportunity to properly clean up this side of things, because we've got a double track coming in here. We've got a single track up here, but we've got no way to uniformly place it all down. Alright. So I, first of all, need to set up a system. That is horrific. Yeah, alright, something like that. I need to set up a system that just gives the track a little bit of personality, you know? Just a little bit of distance from the station to define it. Because we're gonna have to make a system that, well, we've actually got a choice to make 2 systems. We can either, one, make it so that every entrance has, you know, one sort of connecting route. So, as in the good old regular from Framlingham would just have one entire bit of station, but I don't really want to do that. I probably want to do a little bit more than just that. Yeah, I kind of want to, like, combine all of the tracks together. That is something that I want to do, but I want to at least bring them a little bit out of the station. I don't really mind about speed here, but I do want to get I want to get good value for money in terms of speed. Okay. That's a no. Yep. No, I want to make it, I want to make this look not like shit. Which it currently does. And this is the difficulty. This is the difficulty with planning. You never know how it's going to go. The good thing is that we've got enough space because we were vigilant enough to place the tracks. Might have to knock down one house, but that's no big loss. In fact, we might be able to get away without even knocking down one house. Whoa, no. Could we get away without knocking the house down? Ah, no, one house. Sure. Do we want to combine all of the routes? I don't know if we want to combine them, you know? We've got the Great Bridge of Dorchester over here. It's not even Dorchester. That's the Great Bridge of Dorchester. We've got the good old regular over here, which could quite nicely just fit into this station here. I kind of want to do that, you know. I kind of want to do that. It's going to be a little bit of a unique setup, and I don't know if I'm even convinced myself, because I'd love to have. I mean, 2 tracks for the Great Bridge of Dorchester. 2 tracks for the fucking good old regular is more than enough, right? It's more than enough. We should never have to worry about more than 2 tracks. I'm just gonna say, yeah, you know what? Let's live dangerously. Let's give this a shot. We are gonna be slowing down to 87, but fuck it. 86 on this corner. That's a little bit less ideal, quite frankly. Can we get anywhere faster than 86? It's going to be a little bit of a longer curve, but it might actually just be worth it. The reason that it might be worth it is because we are going to want to high speedify our good lines whenever we have the money and the technology to do it. If I take it even further back, will that have an impact? 94? 95? Just let me do it manually then. Yeah, alright. Sure. It's gonna be a little bit of a change from the norm, but it'll work. Trust me, it'll work. And the reason that we're doing this is primarily for the future. Again, it's all about the future. Can we get 120 here? 120. That's right. That means we're not going to have to replace a whole bunch of track manually, and we should just be fine. There's no holes in the track over there. Perfect. There is still a main road connection that's sort of been lost a little bit, but we'll deal with that. In just a second, we'll probably maybe end up with a new bridge here. I don't know. This is sort of going to be the point at which we can build out a little bit. Now, I'm going to get rid of this track. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I kind of want to use this central track here. I want to use this central track especially, exclusively for the Morley to Elstree and Bournemwood route. So this one will be for the good old regular, both of these tracks, because we'll eventually have to get more than one train, obviously, because it's going to get so popular that we're just going to have to. This track is the new route that we are going to be planning all the way to Brackley. That's going to be a really interesting one to build and design, so we're going to have to wait and see how that goes. And then this one here will be the one that goes to Morley. Now, this is just a rough estimate, and this is going to only stay like this for a little while, because obviously we've got a lot of capacity here, and there's no way in hell that I'm not going to use all of these stations from both sides. They'll end up being used from both sides, but for now, this is the situation. This is what we're going to use. We're going to have 2 tracks each for each line, and it should be fine. There should be no difficulties. It should all work rather swimmingly. Really? You don't want to work? Sure, let's just spend yet more money. Although I do actually have money now, so we're kind of fine for money. Okay. I think we can just resume there, and nothing will have been interrupted. Before I do that, though, before I do resume, we're going to want to have a little bit of a change here. As I did mention, I want this to be in place. Ooh, a tunnel. That'd be kind of funky. Sure. Whoa, no. Sure, let me get a tunnel in place here. A little bit expensive, but whatever. At the moment, we're only using one of these tracks, so it's not really a big problem. Okay. 99. Let's take up this track. Honestly, like, there is a certain fun aspect to be had in construction not possible. Really? There's a certain fun aspect to be had in just like the complete breakdown and then creation of something. Like if you just take something apart that you've built and then you just put it back together, but you put it back together in a better way, then there's beauty in that. There's absolutely beauty in that. Train 2. Great Bridge of Dorchester. Ah, we didn't put the Great Bridge of Dorchester route back together. Ah, no, we did not. That's fine. Well, that's the good old regular. This is the one to Brackley. This is the Great Bridge of Dorchester. Fine. That's remarkably easy to put back together. Again, we're only going to be utilizing one track at the moment, but it's totally worth us future-proofing. There should be no more warnings, right? Perfect. Great. That's awesome. That seemed to work an absolute charm. Are we going to see cars driving on the bridge? Oh man, it looks gorgeous. Look at the bridge. The bridge is actually an important part of the system over here. Speaking of the system over here, this system it's good, you know, it's good, but at the same time, we've got a remarkable number of people waiting for what should be a fairly up-to-date tram system. And also, we've not expanded our coverage in a while, so I think we'll probably take a quick little second to do that. Bus tram stop. Yes, what do we currently cover? We currently cover this area. We don't have any stops out here. We can do that out there. Oh! If this is a new tram. Oh! It's a plane! Oh my god, this is a plane. This is a plane. Holy shit. Okay, well that is... I am super stoked for that. Like, that is actually awesome. Okay. Construction not possible? Excuse me? What the fuck? What did I do? Do I need to like upgrade to tram lines or something? Wrong place. Maybe that'll appease the transport fever gods. Please. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all of the track that we really care about and or need to use. Yeah, so let me build a fucking bus stop. Construction not possible. Construction is entirely possible out there, but... Oh, I guess it was just over... Okay, weird. We are still going to be expanding out over here, so might as well build the bus stops right now. Okay, there, one more over there for good measure, and one on the main street just because we can. Let's also get a couple more stops down in the town, because apparently the number of stops that you have somewhat impacts the service. I don't really know how or why that works, but either way, it does. New Route, New Me is actually making money. It's not much money, because, well, anything that's not a passenger train service tends not to make much money at all. Like, passengers on a train is literally, in my experience anyway, the only way that anyone can make money in this game, which is deeply, it's deeply annoying. Excuse me? There we go. West Street, The Grove, King Street, Church Lane, cool, and cool. Unfortunately, nothing that comes out this way. Huh. There we go. That works. That's good. That is quite comfortably decent. Pretty happy with the way that has turned out. We are going to take this opportunity to get some trams, buy some trams. This was invented in 1901. I kind of want to just hold off on buying trams because I know that there is going to be a bunch of trams that are going to be bought pretty soon. Like, just trams that are going to be bought. We are, of course, going to buy new trams. Let me just pay off my debt a little bit. There are going to be new trams coming out soon, so I kind of want to hold off on that. I really want to work on this Brackley route, but I'm not in any rush. And now that we've got aeroplanes, as opposed to stinking stupid old boats, let me just quickly check to see if the Vandal is actually making me any money. It's literally not making me any money. 79 oil. Wow. What the fuck is that? The crocodile. How much is it? I kind of want it. Does it run on a high-speed track? I imagine it doesn't. 75 kilometers per hour. It's got power far beyond anything that we've got at 1,200. Top speed is rather disappointing. Running costs are 480k a year, so this is kind of... This is like the train for going up hills with big loads. It does look it as well. It looks like a train on steroids, quite frankly. It looks insanely jacked up. Where is this ship? Are we almost... Oh my god, we're fucking miles away. Yeah, this ship is getting sold as soon as it arrives at destination. There's no joke. No joke. It's getting fucking sold. What was I gonna do? Airplanes. Oh my god, airplanes. Okay, so I don't know how an airport is going to fuck up our sort of passenger connectivity. So I don't want to put an airport between Elstree and Bournemouth and Framlingham because we've already got a train route there, right? What I want to do is get an airport between Whitehall and Elstree and Bournemouth, right? That's the sort of logic that I'm taking here. Like, if it's inaccessible by rail or even by road to an extent, then we should set up a transport route with the good old airplanes. Also, why is this not upgraded? Weird. Doesn't particularly matter. Let's get an airport down. Where is the location for an airport? Where are we going to stick one? Also, wow, that is a big area that we'd have to chip into the mountain. Fuck me, that would cost me 53 million. And that's presumably like the approach that the plane has to take. So that's kind of annoying. Let's make it 3 terminals from the get-go, I think. I mean, since we're going to be spending an atrocious amount of money on this anyway, we're not going to take that 10 million in the hills approach. But that is going to make landing planes in hilly areas a little bit more challenging. If I do... No. Okay, so basically we can get away with 1.56 million? Sure. That's kind of reasonable. That's a reasonable cost. I don't think that we can upgrade any further than we currently have. I'm very, 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 very excited for this line, as you can probably tell. There we go. This is it. This is a small airport. There is not much capability, presumably, for this airport to do anything. Man, I just want to build, I want to build train routes to Brackley, and I want to build train routes to Willenhall. But we're going to have to do that in the next episode, because unfortunately, ladies and gents, this one is at an end. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Transport Fever. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.